play fake, take a shot across the middle, receiver is there. Hayward, breaking tackles, looking for the end zone. He will find it 50 yards. DeForce OT. Snap is back. Kick is up, and it is good. So here they go. Intercepted. And Bearden will go down at the 24-yard line. That ball bounced a couple of times, and Bearden comes up with the interception. Dance will look to throw. Going to take a shot. Has a receiver there. Catch is made. Touchdown. Unbelievable. 6 Horn for 6 points with 17 seconds to go. Unreal.
What a question. I would say I started in this career when I was a 16-year-old kid in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, when I realized that God did not want me to win a Heisman Trophy nor play in the NBA Finals. I got out of both football and basketball and went to the TV station at our high school district in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And I said, I want to be in front of a camera. And so I joined the class that was called Cable 28. Well, high school football has always been really important for me, being from the Dallas-Fort Worth area, being from Texas, being where, Friday Night Lights, the movie and the book. My wife went to Odessa Permian. I was the sports director at the ABC station in Midland, Odessa. So, high school football has always been near and dear to my heart. And when I had an opportunity to start high school football in Knoxville, Tennessee, I thought there was a need for it. There is a story of how I started Rivalry Thursday. I had been doing high school football on CSS, Comcast Sports Southeast, for 9 years. And they had a new marketing director coming in, and I knew she wasn't going to spend the money that she had allotted for high school football. She was going to spend it on other things. So I went to the general manager at WVLT at the time, a man named Chris Baker, and said, I have an idea. Why don't we do high school football games on Thursday nights? And he said, well, how much will that cost? I said, about $10,000 a game. And he said, well, the market won't bear it. So he said, I tell you what, you go away, and if you can set a schedule and you can get schools to move to Thursdays and you can get sponsors to pay for it, you let me know. So 3 months later, I went back into his office. I pushed across the table the schedule that I had of the games, a list of the sponsors, and he grinned and said, do you want to partner up on that? All of a sudden, he wanted to be my partner now that I showed him that I thought there was merit in this. You asked me what pride I take in this product. I think it kind of goes back to when we built the production unit. My chief engineer is Brian Siegschlag, who's probably a part of this little thing that you're doing. And we started off with a budget of $325,000. And that's what I'd borrowed from the bank. Well, Brian kept calling me and saying, do you want to do it cheap or do you want to do it right? And every time he would ask the question, I would say, I want to do it right. And by the time we're all said and done, we spent about $750,000 on it. And for me, if, Jim Martin's one of the guys that was one of our camera guys. He was the chief photographer at WBIR. And one thing I remember about him is he always said when he was chief photographer, if you're going to do it right. I do remember that. If you're going to do it, put it on tripod. Use a light. Do it right. Because there is pride in doing it the right way. And so I take a lot of pride that our product is very clean, very professional. Everybody on this crew takes incredible pride in what we do. And that's why I've had the same guys running around here for a long, long time. So what level is the product at? Well, I will tell you that the production unit is ESPN approved. Okay, so there is a level that a production unit has to be at to be ESPN approved and to be in their database and in their system. But I knew when we built it that we needed to stay kind of below the level of what ESPN does for the major games because the business had to change. And it is changing. The days of spending money for a crew of 50 and a 53-foot 18-wheeler Expando, and those days are going away. What's coming in is this kind of compact unit that's 28 feet, it's got 10 cameras and not 30. The price point is way down here, but no one at home would really know the difference if they didn't know the difference. So I take a lot of pride, and we're kind of right at a good sweet spot.